Okay, we are now live and on the record for Tuesday morning's criminal docket, March 29, 2022. And I'll start with Mr. Jorge Ortegon.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I'm here on number 75 on the court's docket. Derek Eli Medrano.
Okay, and is Mr. Medrano present?
Your Honor, he was logged on. Mr. Medrano.
Okay. Derek Medrano, will you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's CR 21-09231-I. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this case, there is currently a felony pending that is still pending indictment, Your Honor. We would respectfully request a little more time. There are some defenses. The state mailed me a rec yesterday. I emailed them. There is going to be an issue of who was driving this vehicle, Judge, that we plan on bringing to light. I do feel like we should wait for that felony charge to come in first, Your Honor. So we would respectfully request more time at this point.
Okay. Mr. Lozano, do you see that that's still at your intake?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and, Mr. Medrano, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Welcome.
Judge, and I'm sorry, Judge, as I understand, it was in order last time, Judge.
Okay. It wasn't?
It wasn't.
Okay. All right. Then we'll come back on June 7th
June 7th, we'll be here, Your Honor.
at 9:30.
Thank you so much, Judge. That's all my client and I have this morning. May we be excused, Your Honor?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Moreno, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have numbers 100 and 101 on your docket. Alejandro Valdez, he's present on Zoom, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Valdez, will you please announce yourself?
Good morning, Judge.
I lost you. Will you please announce yourself?
Yes, I'm present.
Where do you see him, Mr. Moreno?
Judge, I lost him too, Judge, sorry.
Hello?
Okay, there you are.
Oh, there
Mr.
he is.
Valdez, next time you come to my court, comb your hair. CR 20-07710-I, CR 20-07709-I, State of Texas versus Alejandro Valdez. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we submitted a PTT back in late
Hold
January.
on, I'm sorry. Keep your camera on, Mr. Valdez. All right, go ahead, Mr. Moreno.
Judge, we submitted a PTT application back late January, so we're still waiting a decision on that. I'm not sure if that's been made yet or not.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, anything to add?
That's correct, Your Honor. The PTD application was submitted. The application is under review, awaiting a decision.
Okay, have you gotten an update, Mr. Lozano, as to how long those are taking? Because we're going up on, that's 2 months that it's been under review. Have they given you an update on that?
No, Your Honor, they haven't.
All right, let's come back on May 24th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Good day, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Likewise. All right, Mr. Bustos, what do you have?
Good morning, Judge. I got number 49 on your criminal docket, Save Texas versus Hilda Garza.
CR 19-00749-I, is Ms. Garza present?
I believe she is, Judge.
Ms. Garza, will you please announce yourself?
Cartilda Garza.
Okay, she's a Spanish speaker?
Yes, Judge. On this case, Judge, all I'm gonna need is a trial date, Judge.
Okay, submit your order setting jury trial and that'll be given to you administratively. You have until April 22nd to get that in. That'll be a tickler.
Okay, Judge. Judge, I also have 71 to 74 on your criminal docket.
Ms. Castañeda, please let her know that her attorney is requesting a jury trial date. So he'll give her that date and that she is excused.
Ms. Garza, su abogado pidió un juicio con jurado, so va a meter una orden. Cuando tenga la fecha se le va a proveer a usted, so ya se puede retirar.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.
All right, CR 16-12605-I, CR 16-12603-I, CR 16-12604-I, and CR 16-13774-I. Jesus Meave, MEAVE, is he present?
He is present, Judge. He sent me a photo. He was in the waiting room. He is present.
Jesus Meave? Please announce yourself, Jesus Meave. He has until the end of the docket to present himself. He's not on. What is your announcement?
Judge, on this case, Judge, we just received a plea bargain which dismisses, I believe, 3 of the cases. Two of the cases, he pleads to 1. I was staying about 2 weeks, Judge, to talk to my client regarding this new plea bargain.
Okay, April 28th at 9:30. Well, that's a plea date. Did you want a plea date?
No, Judge. Can I get a status hearing on that?
May 17th at 9:30.
Judge, I just got a text from my client that he can see us. He just can't speak.
Well, look on the screen and see which one it is that he is. What does he look like?
He has, well, he cut his hair. He had some long hair, but.
Can he hear
Oh,
us?
I believe, let's see. I'm asking him to raise his hand, Judge. Just. Judge, the other, there he's raising his
Okay,
hand right
I
there.
do see him. I
Okay.
see him raising his hand. Please also notify him, Mr. Bustos, next time that he needs to comb his hair to come to court.
I will, Judge.
Okay,
Judge, I also
people
have,
think they can just roll out of bed and just come in here just because we're virtual. That's not the case. It's still a court of law. And if the rest of us are having to get dressed and be present and follow the rules, and I expect the defendants to do the same.
I clearly understand that, Judge, loud and clear.
Okay,
I
May
also have number 50
17th
and
at
54.
9:30. What do you have? What's the next one?
50 and 54, Judge.
That's it.
CR 20-02989-I. You said 50?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, number 50, Judge, on same Texas versus Jose Guadalupe Garza, Judge.
Okay, and is Mr. Garza present?
You should be, Judge. I know I confirmed with my staff.
Present.
They said right here. Judge, on this case, we submitted a PTD, Judge. We're just waiting on the answer, Judge.
What date was the application submitted?
I believe it was sometime in October, Judge.
Mr. Lozano, do you see that that's still under review from October?
Your Honor, defense counsel submitted the application November 17, 2021. The application was missing some documents. Our office did communicate what documents were missing, and we're just missing those documents to have a complete application so that it could be reviewed.
So the missing documents haven't been supplemented since November?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Judge, I can go ahead and supplement that. I was not aware of that. But I can certainly.
Hold on. Somebody, okay. Get those supplemented as soon as possible, Mr. Bustos, so that can be properly reviewed.
Yes, Judge.
May 17th at 9:30.
Judge, and I also have number 54 in your document.
Okay, Mr. Garza, Jose Guadalupe Garza, you're excused. CR 21-05673-I, Jose Luis Gonzalez. Is Mr. Gonzalez present? Jose Luis Gonzalez. Do you see him anywhere?
No, Judge.
Okay, he has until the end of the docket to come on. And what is your announcement?
On that, Judge, I just need to convey a plea bargain to the defendant. If not, prepare for trial.
Okay, so you're going to file an order setting jury trial?
Yes, Judge.
And also till you'll have April 22nd as the tickler to submit it by.
And Your Honor, the defendant is PTD POM eligible. The paperwork was sent out on February 16, 2022.
I'm going to convey that to him, Judge, and see what he wants to do.
Okay, well, he needs to show up first before a NISI is issued.
Yes, Judge.
All right,
Judge.
anything else?
Judge, yes, Judge, I do got 61 through 63.
CR 21-06530-I, CR 21-06531-I, and CR 21-12883-I. Pedro Alexis Huerta, is Mr. Huerta present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, my announcement, Judge, is that I did receive a phone call from one of the alleged victims in this matter that they want to file an affidavit of non-prosecution. I'd asked if I could get a new status hearing, Judge, to convey this offer to my client to speak to the alleged victims' cases who I believe know him. So there may be a way out besides pleading, Judge, if the court would entertain.
Mr. Lozano, have you been contacted by the alleged victims?
No, Your Honor, I haven't had contact with the victims in this case.
Your Honor, may I speak?
No, Mr.
Only if
White,
you're,
please don't.
no. So were they gonna contact the DA's office?
No, Judge,
or-
they contacted my office, Judge, and I told them that I would listen to them and that I would let the court know that they may want to dismiss this case. That way I could get the proper paperwork in line and file it with the court.
Well, if they're going to go through with that, they also need to contact Mr. Lozano.
I will make sure to convey that to them, Judge.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and just give them,
I have something to say.
unless your attorney gives you permission, sir, you're not allowed to speak.
It's because I can't contact my attorney. They keep saying that I would speak to him or that I would be able to talk to him.
Mr.
They
White,
never
I
let
will
me
speak to you after this court hearing, okay, sir?
Can I have your number, sir? Your
Yes,
personal number?
956-720-4231.
720-4.
720-4231.
Okay, sir.
Judge, can I address the court, Judge?
Is it
Let us
true?
finish, Mr. White, let us finish over court. Let the court give us a new date, and then we'll get all our ducks in a row, okay?
Judge, can I address the court, Judge?
I want to say something before the court ends, please.
Please do
Okay,
not
your
say-
attorney already told you that you cannot speak, Mr. Huerta, so I'm gonna listen to what my PO has to say. Mr. Farias, go ahead.
Yes, Judge, I spoke to the officer. He was placed on AIP on March 1st. We conducted 2 home visits on Mr. Huerta. We haven't been able to find him. His aunt advised us that he doesn't live there. We need a good address for him.
Where
No,
are you
you're-
staying?
I'm staying here, miss. I'm in the house. I could show you. I could go walk outside right now.
What's the
thing is,
address? What's the
72
address?
7220 South Loretta Lane, Bart, Texas. Miss, I need something. I have something to say. Please let me speak.
It's not me, Mr.
It's
Huerta.
my-
Your attorney said no,
Yes,
so
but
don't talk.
I want to.
Mr. Farias,
Yes,
what is the address that you have?
Oh my God.
we do have that address, but we didn't have the South Loretta Lane, so I'm gonna provide that address. But if I could have his telephone number so I can make contact with him and just verify, Judge.
Mr. Bustos, what is your client's phone number? Because if I unmute him, we're not gonna get him to stop talking.
Judge, if I can get to Mr., I don't have it off the top of my head, Judge. I can ask my office for it.
Please have your office contact Mr. Farias as soon as possible.
Yes, ma'am. What's Mr. Farias? Oh, I'll call your office, Judge, to get Mr. Farias' number.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right,
Excuse your honor.
May 17th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. All right. Ms. Love, what do you have, ma'am?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 86 on the court's docket, Ivan Rangel. It's Ivan Angel Rangel. Angel Ivan Rangel is actually.
Okay, CR 1802200-I, Angel Rangel. Mr. Rangel, are you present?
Your Honor, he did say he's logged on, and I think I see him. Mr. Angel, can you please speak up or raise your hand? He's under RVVLV.
I'm
Unmute,
sorry,
Mr. Angel.
where?
Under RE.
Oh, I see him.
Yes. If you can raise your hand for the judge, Mr. Van Hel.
Okay, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
Perfect. All right, okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, he was supposed to apply for the PTD program, but he notified us yesterday as that he still can't get insurance. So I need to relay the other offer if he's not going to be able to get insurance. I just need a status hearing for maybe 30 days, and that way we can figure out if he's going to plea or still try to get on the PTD program.
Okay, May 24th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no further business. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Capello, I understand you're at my office. What case number, sir?
Number 97, Your Honor. CR 20-09478-I, State of Texas versus Stephanie Tejerina.
Okay, Ms. Vanessa Stephanie Tejerina, are you present?
She indicated to me she was present, Your Honor.
Ms. Tejerina, can you hear us?
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor. It was
Okay.
muted.
All right, Ms. Saldana, is this your case?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Capello, what's the announcement?
The announcement is, Judge, I have been in contact with Ms. Rebecca Saldana from the DA's office, and she has already provided me with the evidence in this case. We're just waiting for a recommendation, Judge, and she's going to get it to me after court, she says.
Yes, that's correct, Judge. And then that way we can see if we can get this case finalized.
Okay, then we'll come back on May 24th for a status. If you need a plea date, then let us know, but it's May 24th at 9:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I have no further business before this honorable court. May I be excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Thank you, likewise. All right, Mr. Fernandez, Attorney Robert Fernandez.
Good morning, Judge. I have 90 and 91 on the court's docket.
CR 20-00553-I and CR 18-06003-I. Elizabeth Sanchez, is Ms. Sanchez present?
She should be, Judge.
Elizabeth Sanchez.
Tony, thank you very much, man. I appreciate your help. It's still on, so.
Do you see her in any of the screens? There's 3 screens.
Let me see. She was just sent me a text saying that she was on. Let's see. I know she's at work, Judge, and but
I'll take the announcement, and she has until the end of the docket to check in.
Your
Okay,
Honor,
Judge.
if I may,
Yes.
she is on the last page, but she does not have her camera on and she is muted. It says Elizabeth Sanchez, Your Honor. And for me, it's
Elizabeth Sanchez.
I'm here.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Counselor. What's your announcement?
Judge, Ms. Sanchez and I are scheduled to meet up and discuss her cases. I'm asking for some time just to, and then I guess at the next hearing, I'll be able to let the court know where exactly we're going with these cases.
Okay, May 24th at 9:30, and I need to know what she wants to do with them by that date.
May 24th, 9:30?
At 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing further. May we be excused?
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, Mr. Maldonado,
Good morning, Judge.
good morning.
I have number 64, State versus Adriana Navarro Leal.
Ms. Adriana Navarro Leal, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please turn your camera on.
It's loading.
And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Leal has no prior criminal cases, Judge. We're going to sign her up for pretrial diversion. The court could just give us some time to submit her application.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, an ADR rec was sent to defense counsel on November 10th. The recommendation is a theft class, proof of employment or education or enrollment for dismissal.
When was that sent, Mr. Lozano?
November 10th by Eduardo Sosa.
Okay. I'll look at my emails, Judge.
That sounds like a good deal.
It does.
So try to talk to her as soon as possible. But right now, we'll go ahead and do a status for May the 24th at 9:30. And by then, let us know what it is that you're gonna do.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, Judge. Next case I have, and this defendant isn't present, Judge. Numbers 59 and 60. State versus Jorge Henriquez.
Okay, Ms. Leal, we'll see you May 24th at 9:30, ma'am. You are excused. Okay, CR 20-00919-I, CR 20-00918-I, Jorge Antonio Enriquez, that's Henrriquez, all right?
Yes, Judge. My announcement is Mr. Henriquez has appeared at all his previous court settings, Judge. Yesterday, I tried to reach out to him and his phone's disconnected, but he is a pretrial diversion candidate. It was contingent on him paying restitution. On these cases, he did pay the restitution. I believe it was on March 3rd, Judge. And so we were going to sign him up, but unfortunately his phone's disconnected right now. So I have no way to communicate with him to see when he's going to be able to come up with a $500 pretrial diversion fee.
Okay, this isn't his first setting, so he knew about today's hearing, correct?
Yes, Judge, he did know about today's hearing, correct, yes.
Okay, well, if he doesn't show up by the end of the docket, I'll issue an ISI, but maybe you can write to him instead.
Yes, Judge,
And
yeah.
let him know to contact you.
We'll send him a letter, Judge, because he was almost there at the finish line to get on pretrial diversion.
Okay, so what we'll do is I'll give you some time and see what happens. So it's May 24th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Garza.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 41 and 42, Andy Flores.
CR 21-02-071-I, CR 21-05957-I. Andy Flores, is Mr. Flores present?
Yes, Your Honor. I
Present,
saw
Your
his
Honor.
name on the screen.
Okay, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, on the PUCS case, CR 21-059-057 or 57, we filed a motion to suppress the stop on that matter and the search. We're asking for a hearing on that.
Okay, did you file an order setting hearing along with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let me have them check to see. Ms. Rivera, do you have that?
Yes, Judge, I do have the order setting hearing. Judge, we do have actually, in 1 second, Judge, our phones are going crazy still. We do have some questions regarding the motion to suppress on the stop. There's two motions. One is basically scoping the search and the traffic violation. And then the other motion within the same case is on the vehicle stop. And I'm not sure which one was going to be set or if he wanted them, Mr. Garza wanted them set on the same day, or I know that our office had called yesterday, but we didn't have any luck reaching you all.
If I could clarify,
Okay,
I was actually able to get a hold of someone in the office. They did advise they wanted both heard on the same day.
That's correct, ma'am.
Judge, we'll be signing those orders today.
Okay, and that won't be until May.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and do that since he's gonna have a motion to suppress. And what about on the racing on highway?
Your Honor, once we have the motion to suppress, that should determine the disposition of the highway.
Okay, what is our setting? What's our suppression date, Ms. Rivera? Is it the 26th in May?
Judge, on this one is going to be May the 5th, Your Honor.
Oh, May the 5th? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. At 9:30.
Okay. So I'm gonna set the other one for status on May 24th, okay, at 9:30.
Your Honor, if I may, just for purposes of the record.
Go ahead.
Those order setting hearings were signed. We're just, our criminal clerk is a little bit backed up to date.
Okay, that's fine. They'll go out, but you're on notice. It'll be May 5th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Judge, that's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, Mr. Munoz?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 2021 on the court docket, John Cardozola. He's present on Zoom, Judge. And 22 as well, Judge. Same defendant.
Okay, John Robert Carazzola, Caratzola. That's for CR 20-07132-I, CR 20-07133-I. And what is the announcement?
I'm asking the court for one additional setting, Judge. This may be a trial on this case, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, anything to report?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's going to consent to a bench trial on these two cases. The violation of the emergency management plan misdemeanor was dismissed yesterday.
Okay. So, Mr. Munoz, are you asking for a bench trial or a jury trial?
We don't have a problem with a bench. Well, I should, let me discuss that with my client, Judge. If I can just get a status date and I'll report to the court by the next setting.
May 17th.
Perfect. May he be excused, Judge?
Well, let us know before May 17th, and then that way, if it's going to be a bench trial, we'll give you the bench trial setting, and you won't have to come that day.
I will, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Carazzola, announce yourself, please. I didn't get it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right. Then you all are excused unless you have something else, Mr. Munoz.
I do, Judge. Number 55 and 56 on the court docket, Roel Gonzalez. He's also present on Zoom.
So, Your Honor, I'm dismissed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise, CR 21-05203-I, CR 21-05204-I, Roel Josue Gonzalez.
I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
This is a pretrial diversion case. I'm missing some documents from my client. I've already spoken to him this morning, and he should have them in the office by this week, Judge.
Okay. He'll come back on June the 7th, and let's see if it'll be under review by then. Please get it in plenty of time before that time.
Will do, Judge. That's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused, my clients as well?
Yes, June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Sepulveda Martinez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 103 on the court's docket.
Okay. CR 21-07433-I, Paul COE White.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm present.
Good morning. Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, there's a felony pending out of the same transaction. I believe it's still an intake.
Okay, then that'll be June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May myself and my client be excused?
Yes, you and your client are
Thank you.
excused. Thank you. All right, Mr. Sorrells?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, I'm staying in for Temio de la Fuente. I have number 57. It's Javier Guajardo.
CR 18-10395-I, Javier Guadalupe. Guajardo and CR 18. Actually, that's the confusion. It's Javier Guajardo. And he's also CR 1801713-I. And is Mr. Guajardo present?
He is, Judge. He should be labeled as iPhone with black Nike shirt, Judge.
Mr. Guajardo, will you please announce yourself?
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, please make sure your camera's on. And what is your announcement?
Judge, I show that there was a motion to suppress that was set in February, but I'm not sure if it went forward or not, Judge.
I don't believe that it did.
Then we'd ask for a new setting on it, Judge.
Then you need to submit an order resetting hearing and we'll get that set for you.
Okay, perfect, Judge.
So make sure that that's submitted on both of those.
Yes, Judge. Can Mr.
Okay.
Guajardo be excused, Judge?
Does Mr. Guajardo, do you have a device?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Farias, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he's in compliance at this time, Judge.
Okay. All right, Mr. Guajardo, what's your phone number?
It's 956-897-9784.
Okay. All right, then get that order resetting hearing on his motion to suppress filed, and we'll see if there's room on the May one. If not, it'll be until June.
Okay, perfect, Judge. I'll do that this morning, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Guajardo, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
Judge, I do have some other cases. I also have number 4. It's Luis de la Cruz. He also has number 29 and 30.
okay. That's CR 20-00788-I, CR 19-09331-I, and CR 20-00787-I. Luis Alberto de la Cruz, is Mr. de la Cruz present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, Mr. de la Cruz was appointed. However, we are no longer on the wheel, so we filed our motion to withdraw, Judge.
You mean Mr. de la Fuente was appointed?
Correct, Judge.
Okay, you said de la Cruz. All right, Ms. Rivera, can you please let me know who's next on the wheel?
Yes, Judge. We have Paloma Barreiro, Judge. She's next on the wheel.
Okay. Ms. Barreiro will be appointed as your attorney, Mr. de la Cruz. We will give her your information. And she will contact you, okay?
Okay.
Do you have an email address, sir?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
LUISKRUZ0023@iCloud.com.
Good morning,
sorry.
Judge Paloma Barreiro. I am here in court.
Ms. Barreiro, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you were on.
No, I
All
have
right.
another case as well, but can I get a phone number for him, Judge?
Sure. Mr. de la Cruz, what is your phone number?
956-784-2076.
Got it. I
Okay.
will call you later today.
Okay.
All right, so his next setting, I'll give you some time to get acclimated with the case, and he'll come back on June the 7th at 9:30 unless you need a date sooner than that.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, then I'll give you a chance to speak with your attorney later. Okay, Mr. de la Cruz?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you. You have a good
Yep.
day. You're excused.
You're right.
Okay, your next case, Mr. Soros?
Judge, number 5 on the docket.
CR 20-5006-I, Christian Ignacio Galvan. Is Mr. Galvan present? Christian Ignacio Galvan. Okay, he has until the end of the docket, but go ahead. What's your announcement?
Judge, I have the same announcement. Rogelio Solis was appointed and is no longer on the wheel, Judge, so we're asking to withdraw.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, who's next on the wheel, ma'am?
Judge, it was Lauro Trejo.
Que oye mi nombre.
Okay. Lauro Trejo. All right. If you have any information with respect to Mr. Galvan's contact info, please pass that along to Mr. Trejo, please.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. And anything else?
Yes, Judge. Two other cases. Number 6.
CR 191374-I, Xavier Hernandez, Xavier. Mr. Hernandez, are you present? Xavier Hernandez. Okay, what is your announcement?
Judge, same announcement. Rogelio Solis was appointed and is no longer on the wheel.
Okay, who is next on the wheel?
1 second. Melisandra Mendoza, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll notify Ms. Mendoza. Since he's not on, if you have any contact information that you can pass along to her, please do so.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, your next case?
My last one, Judge, is number 7.
CR 191436-1-I, Eduardo Ramiro Vega. Mr. Vega, are you present? Okay, what is your announcement, Counsel?
Judge Jose Solis was appointed on this case and is no longer on the wheel, so we're asking to withdraw, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Rivera, who is next on the wheel?
Next on the wheel, Your Honor, is Victoria Muniz.
Okay, we'll notify Ms. Muniz. And if you, since he's not on, if you have any contact information, if you can please have them pass it along to her.
Yes, Judge. And I believe that's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Cedillo, Attorney Edna Cedillo.
Hi, Judge. Good morning. I have number 11 on the court's docket. Excuse me.
Okay. CR 203251-I, Ray Ansaldua. Is Mr. Ansaldua present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, with regards to Mr. Asaldua, we're just pending PTD.
So it's under review?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, any updates?
No updates at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Ansaldua, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Farias, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he's in compliance, Judge.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give them some more time to review it, and he'll come back on June the 7th.
Yes, Your Honor.
At 9:30. Hopefully by then you have an answer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
I also have number 47 on the court's docket.
Okay,
May my client, Mr. Asaldua, be excused, Judge?
Yes, Mr. Ansaldua is excused.
Thank you.
At CR 2003-583-I, Jose Manuel Garcia. Is Mr. Garcia present?
Yes, I'm present.
Okay. Go ahead. What is your announcement?
Your Honor, with regards to Mr. Garcia, we have an issue with the restitution. The last announcement I made was that I thought it was excessive. The state has since presented me with an invoice, or an estimate, actually, Judge. At this point, I believe that we have an agreement with regards to the plea, Judge, not with the restitution. However, I have two conflicting plea offers. So I just need to get with the state so that I can properly communicate that offer to Mr. Garcia.
Okay. Well, it's up to you. I have in the past had a hearing just on the restitution, and then both the state and the defendant just allowed the court to hear the evidence, and then I made a ruling as to what I thought the restitution would be. So it's up to you all, if once you get that clarified as to what the plea actually is, and if he wants a hearing just on the restitution, we can do that.
Yes, sir, and I think that's what it's going to end up being, because I don't anticipate reaching any sort of an agreement with regards to the restitution.
Okay. Well, go ahead and get that clarified with Mr. Lozano, and I'll give you some time to speak to your client about it. And Mr. Garcia, are you on an alcohol monitoring device? Okay, Mr. Farias, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Mr. Garcia is in compliance, Judge.
Okay. All right. I can give you a status date for May 17th. And that way that'll give you enough time to see what we're going to do with that.
Yes, Your Honor, that would be perfect.
Okay, May 17th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. Having no further business before the court, may we both be excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Almanza, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 13 on the court's docket, Your Honor. Mr. Jesus Jeronimo Avila, CR-20-06842-I.
Okay, Mr. Avila, are you present?
I don't believe he will be, Your Honor.
Have you had any contact with him?
Your Honor, we were appointed when previous counsel could not get a hold of him. We have located, he did move to Colorado. We found his Facebook profile. We've sent him messages and we found an address that's possibly his. So we're just asking for more time, but we're also aware that we are the second attorney who's been able to locate him, but we do believe that we have found him on Facebook and that he did move to Colorado.
Okay, well, just follow up on that. I'll give you one more setting. And then after that, well, we can see how we'll proceed. I'll give you some time on that. So it'll be May 24th at 9:30.
That works, Your Honor. I have no further matters of the court, Your Honor. May I be excused? And I did send him the link via Zoom, via Facebook. So I told him he must still come and attend. So if he does attend, he'll call our office. But we did send him the link via Facebook as well.
And are you seeing on the messages that he's reading them?
No, it still says unread. So I don't believe he's read them yet.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Ms. Morales Martinez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 93 on your docket.
Okay.
Adolfo Solis, and he is present, Judge.
All right, good morning. CR 21-09770-I, Adelaido, Adelaido Solis III. Mr. Solis, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is the announcement?
Judge, I got an email this morning from Mr. Lozano indicating that the case had been dismissed.
Okay, Mr. Lozano?
That's correct, Your Honor. The dismissal was filed this morning.
Okay. Mr. Solis, as soon as I receive that in my queue, I'll sign off on it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, well, good luck to you, sir. Stay out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. I have nothing further. May we both be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Hernandez, what do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 14 on your criminal docket.
CR 21-06990-I, Lila Nicole Benson. Is Miss Benson present?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. This is our first setting since our waiver of arraignment. We're tentatively planning on applying for PTD. The only issue is I've been trying to get a hold of the DA's office because my client's license is from out of state. And I'm trying to see if that's going to be an issue so that if she decides to go forward with PTD, she can get the ball rolling on getting, in-state documentation in terms of registration and so forth. But that's the only holdup, really, Your Honor. I just
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you know if it has to be a Texas driver's license?
No, Your Honor, an out-of-state license will work.
Great. I think that's going to help a lot of issues. So, Judge, I guess if we can get a reset, that should speed up the process for us. So we have the paperwork ready. That was kind of the last issue we had to address.
Okay, so just get that submitted, and then it is taking a while. Ms. Benson, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Farias, do you have a report?
Yes, Judge, she's in compliance, Judge.
I'm going to give you some time because it is taking a little bit longer than normal. So that'll be June the 7th at 9:30. The only way I'll bring her in sooner is if I'm given a report that she's in violation.
Yes, Your Honor, and we'll move on it quick to see if we can speed it up. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Then we'll see you then, Miss Benson. Good luck.
Thank you.
Excuse, Your Honor.
You certainly may.
Take care.
All right, Mr. Garza, what do you have, sir?
Morning, Judge. I have number 53. I have two cases, but the first one is number 53.
CR 1605643-I, Raul Garza Jr.
I did see him on the screen, Judge, on one of the others, I guess one of the other pages. Judge, my announcement. There he is. My announcement is not ready, Your Honor. I just got appointed about 6 days ago on this particular case. My understanding, his attorney had passed away from COVID. I need some time, Judge, once to file a motion 3914 and explore possible alternatives with the DA's office, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Garza, can you please announce yourself again, please?
I'm present, Your Honor. Good
Okay,
morning.
there you are. All right. Okay, that's not a problem. Then we'll go ahead and give you that time, and you can come back on June the 7th at 9:30.
Thanks, Your Honor. May Mr. Garza be excused? Raul
Yes.
Garza?
Yes.
Thank
And the
you, Your
next one I have on the court docket is number 94, Judge.
CR 1805655-I, Diana Laura, Solis, Soliz. Ms. Solis, are you present?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, the court, previously we had been asked in trial setting. However, last setting that we had, we agreed to possibly pursue an ADR. My client has been a little short on funds, Judge, and we're asking for one more setting, possibly 45 days to allow her to be able to get the funds. They do require the $500 down. I do believe she's a candidate. She has no priors, nothing. And I do believe she would do well in it, Judge. We just need a little time for her to get her monies together.
Okay. Then I'll give you the same setting of June 7th at 9:30, and that should give her enough time.
That would be great, Judge. Your
Okay,
Honor, that
and-
is
Go
all
ahead.
I have, Your Honor, before this court. May I be excused and my client be excused, Judge.
Yes, you're both excused.
Have a good day.
Thank you, likewise. All right, Mr. Munoz? Jonathan Munoz?
Your Honor?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here for Ms. Ramirez on her docket numbers 43, 45, and 46. Jorge Luis Garcia.
Okay, CR 20-11921-I, CR, that's the only, CR 20-07079-I.
Yes, Your Honor, and
I'm
also-
getting a lot of feedback from the backup, so CR
Yes.
20-11922-I, State of Texas versus Jorge Luis Garcia Jr. And Mr. Martinez, are you here on his other case?
Your Honor, if I may, we did file a motion for substitution on that one as well. I do believe maybe perhaps because of some Scrivener error, it was rejected, but we'll follow up there, or in lieu of that, I'd like to make an oral motion for substitution on that case as well to discharge Mr. Martinez on that case.
That's correct, Judge. I did get served with the substitution, but I also saw that the clerks bounced it back.
Okay. All right, and where is Jorge Luis Garcia? Is he present?
We did contact him.
Okay, there he is. And what is your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, we would just be asking for a reset in this case. We did, the order was signed for our substitution on the 23rd of March. So we would be asking for a reset so we can confer with the prosecution to see the status of the recommendation and confer with our client.
Okay, that'll be June 7th at 9:30.
June 7th at 9:30. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, you and your client are excused. Yes. Mr. Reyes?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge. Rene Reyes on behalf of Alexis Flores.
two cases, 39 and number 40.
CR 20-04-334-I, CR 20-08805-I, Alexis Adrian Flores.
Judge, he's logged in under Alexis.
Okay, Mr. Flores, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, there may be a warrant in this case, or two cases. If that is the case, I'm asking to allow me to bring them back in. I think these cases are, we're working out a deal with the prosecutor's office, Judge. They may be probation cases.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, is there a KPS that was issued?
Your Honor, the KPS hasn't been issued on CR 20-04334. There was a NISI that was granted in February. And on this companion case, Judge, the KPS was issued.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and recall that. And then so you want some time to just talk it over with the state?
Yes, Judge. 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 3 would be better. But I think we can work them out, Judge.
Okay, so do you want your next setting to be a status or a plea date?
Let's do a status, Judge, please.
May 17th at 9:30.
May 17th at 1:30.
9:30.
9:30. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Yes.
Thank you, man. Alexis, I'll call you in a few minutes.
All right. Okay, Ms. Garza, Aisa Garza.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
51 and 52 on your docket, Your Honor.
Okay, and that's Nicole Garza, CR 19-01202-I, CR 19-01203-I. And is Ms. Garza present?
Your Honor, I do not see her on screen. This court has been very gracious with us and been very patient with this case, with this matter. We've been trying to contact my client and have been unsuccessful the last several weeks. But if the court recalls, we've had several continuances so that my client could have obtain her driver's license. And I have not been able to confirm whether or not she has been able to do that, which was the last thing pending for a PDD packet.
And she's been real good. Like, she's come to everything and we worked with her school schedule.
Yes, I know. It's I
wonder, but she's so young, so maybe she doesn't give importance right now to this. You know what I mean? I don't know. Well, I know that she had her appointment, right? Or she was going to have her appointment in January. But
yes, she had one appointment. She went and was unsuccessful with the exam, and then so she had to retest. And so that's the results of that test. I am not sure of.
Okay. Have you been able to write her? Maybe.
Well, we were able to speak with her father today, who was going to call her and reach out to her. So we have a family member. So I'm not sure. Usually she's responsive with us. So I don't know what's causing this non-responsive.
Okay. I'll give you an opportunity to speak to her, her parents and see if they can get her to respond to you, but let her know that this is going to be her last opportunity. And I'll give her until May 24th. If you need it sooner, let me know, but it's May 24th at 9:30. And the only reason I'm extending that to her is because she has been very good about appearing. This is actually a characteristic of how she's behaved with this court. So I'll give you some time to see what's going on with her.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, ma'am. So we'll see you May 24th at 9:30.
Okay, may I be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kennedy, what do you have?
Morning, Judge. I have 4 cases before you, and all of them, all of my clients are present. I'll go and try to go in numerical order. The first is number 15, Your Honor.
Okay. CR 1914559-I, Eric, ERICK, Saul Bueno. Is Mr. Bueno present? Okay, I see him waving his hand. All right, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I meant to have some motions filed on this case, but our paralegal suffered a heart attack, and so the things didn't get filed before he suffered that. And I just need some time to get those on file.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He's recovering,
Okay.
but thank you. He survived.
All right, so how much time are you requesting?
About 2 or 3 weeks, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, the soonest that I have is May 17th
That's fine,
at
Judge.
9:30. All right. Mr. Bueno, you are excused. We'll see you on May 17th at 9:30. All right, your next case?
Judge, the next case I have is number 65, Mr. Bernardo Lopez.
Okay, Bernardo Lopez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
CR 1900406-I, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, since the last hearing, the state has offered that they'll dismiss this case if he completes an anger management class. Mr. Lopez is working in Houston and he lives in Houston, and he's asking for 60 days to be able to come to the Valley and complete the class.
Well, those classes are online as of right now,
Oh, perfect.
so he can take them online. They've been
Okay.
online the entire time from when COVID happened. So I'll give him some time to take that. And that's the anger management class.
Yes, Judge.
I'm not sure how many hours is that class. Do you know, Mr. Farias?
Judge, it all depends on the DA, Judge. I've seen 30 hours, I've seen 6 months, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, how many hours are you all requiring for that anger management course?
8 hours, Your Honor.
Okay, so this is just 8 hours. You can knock that out in a week.
Yes, ma'am.
So it'll be May 17th at 9:30.
What was the date again, Your Honor?
May 17th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Lopez, get that information from your attorney. So you can take that online. It's 8 hours. So that when you get the certificate, you submit it to him so he can go ahead and get that turned in for you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for that extension. as
All
well.
right. Okay, you're excused, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, your next case?
Judge, the next case I have is number 76, Mr. Jose Nava.
CR 2003-684-I, Jose Isai Isai Nava. Mr. Nava, are you present?
Yes.
Okay, what is the
Yeah.
announcement?
Judge, on this case, I'm asking for a little bit of time. Over the past week, some events transpired. So the victim, the alleged victim in this case is also our client. We represent her in a case, a theft case in the 398. And some issues transpired, and Rubio and I need some time to just make sure there's no conflict, Your Honor, and speak to Mr. Nava about that.
Okay. That's May 17th at 9:30. Please get that done as soon as possible.
Yes.
Because
And
He's
the
already
last-
been before me several times, so Mr. Nava, you are excused.
Thank you.
All right, your next one?
that would be number 89, Your Honor, Rafael Rubalcaba. He speaks Spanish, Judge. He's under Usuario de Zoom, I think.
CR 1903075-I, Rafael Rubalcaba, Rubalcaba. Ms. Castaneda, please see if you can respond.
Señor Rubalcaba, por favor, se anuncia. Present.
Okay, what is the announcement?
Judge, in this case, we had notified the court that we'd be filing a motion for Brady. and we have filed that motion, Your Honor. We're just asking the court to grant it.
When did you file it?
Probably in January or February, Your Honor. I don't have the docket in front of me, but I can pull it up.
It's January the 28th, Your Honor.
And Mr. Lozano, did you have an opportunity to review that?
No, Your Honor, I haven't had a chance to review the motion. I am staffing this case with my supervisor for PTD reconsideration. The issue in this case is identity. So we're trying to figure out if there's going to be any restitution pending so the defendant could be accepted into the PTD program.
Judge, if he was reconsidered, he would accept it. So I don't have I think the issue, Judge, is that there was a car crash, and at one of the videos, another person, one of the body cam videos, another person walks up to the scene and takes responsibility for the crash itself. And it seems like maybe my client drove his vehicle that caused the crash after the crash occurred. And so I think that will play a difference in regards to the pretrial diversion acceptance. But none of that was reported in the actual police reports, and that's why we filed the Brady motion. But if the state wants to reconsider, it's definitely something my client would jump on.
Okay, so how much time do you need, Mr. Lozano, to discuss this with Ms. Lozano?
2 weeks, Your Honor, and we're in the process of looking at this matter.
Okay, May 17th is the earliest I have at 9:30. Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that May 17th at 9:30.
Señor Rubalcaba, su próxima corte es el 17 de mayo a las 9:30 de la mañana. Okay.
That's all I have this morning, Your Honor. Maybe excused.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay, Mr. Lozano.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rick Lozano here on number 87 on your docket. Vicente Rodriguez.
Okay, that's CR 20-03625-I, Vicente Eduardo Rodriguez. Are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we just need some victim testimony on the record and an anger management class for the state to consider dismissal. I believe the alleged victim is there with Mr. Rodriguez, and she's ready to give some testimony to the state.
Okay, Mr. Lozano.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. If the court could call Marta Trujillo.
Okay, Marta Trujillo. Okay. All right, Ms. Trujillo, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can lower your hand. Go ahead.
Could you please state your full name for the record?
Marta Lisset Trujillo.
And what is your relationship with Vicente Rodriguez?
We're common law,
And how long have you guys been common law?
6 years.
Okay, and do you have any kids together?
2.
Okay, and do you live in the same home?
Yes.
Can you tell me what occurred on February 23rd, 2020?
February 23rd, 2020.
Well, the day of the violation of the protective order.
When was that? I don't remember that date.
Okay. Did Vicente Rodriguez go near you while there was a protective order in place on September 19th, 2019?
Oh, that day, I think the next day it was gonna end and we were together.
Okay, so he did.
Yes.
Okay, and is there a history of violence in your relationship?
No.
And are you concerned about any future violent acts?
No.
And have you filled out an affidavit of non-prosecution with our office?
Yes.
Did you fill it out voluntarily and with your own free
Yes.
will?
Yes.
And nobody promised you anything in exchange for that affidavit?
No.
And do you wish to drop charges?
Yes.
Do you understand that by dropping charges, this case cannot be reopened in the future?
Yes.
However, you do understand that if a new case was to occur, you could open up a new case.
Yes.
That's all we have, Your Honor. State passes witness.
Okay, any questions, Mr. Attorney Frank Lozano?
No questions, Your Honor. Defense rests.
Okay, so Mr. Trujillo, the court is going to accept your testimony as stated on the record. And what do you need for him to do now, Mr. Adrian Lozano?
Your Honor, we're just pending the anger management certificate for dismissal.
And Your Honor, he is completing those as a condition of his felony probation. So we will furnish the proof to the state.
Okay, do you know how many more hours he needs?
No, I'm not aware of that, Your Honor.
Okay, because it'll be, once you turn it in, it'll be taken care of administratively. So I'm just gonna set a tickler for May the 13th. Just in case it's not done by that date, we'll give you a status hearing date in May.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's all I have, Your Honor. May you excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Oxford?
Number 26 on the court's criminal docket, State of Texas versus Andrew Clausen. It's on a 1-year status.
Okay, CR 18-09901-I, Andrew Scott Clausen.
Judge, I did see him present. I looked
Yes, ma'am.
at the court's docket, and as of Friday, I believe Friday was the 25th, Judge, this case was dismissed.
Okay, Mr. Lozano?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, congratulations, Mr. Clausen. We'll get that signed and sent over, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, your next case?
Judge, I've got numbers 16, 17, and 18, State of Texas versus Damaso Cantu. On those cases, Judge, and I believe he is present. He's in a red, it looks like a hoodie, I believe.
Yeah, those
Someone-
hoodies are just on my last nerve right now, to be honest with you, because no, these defendants are not dressing properly for court, but CR 20-09407-I, CR 21-06492-I, and CR 21-1815-I. Damaso, D-A-M-A-S-O, Antonio Cantu. Ms. Saldana, are you here on that case?
Judge, I'm here on number 16, yes.
Okay, and what is the announcement on those cases, Mr. Oxford?
Judge, on those, an A&P was filed, and then there was also a notice that that she had attempted at one point to go and not amend, I guess, but she had tried to, with regard to the protective order, tried to modify the protective order, but was turned away. So long story short, Judge, we're asking for some time so that I can try and get these cases resolved short of a trial.
Okay, Ms. Saldana, anything to add?
But I'm not sure what Mr. Oxford is referring to as for the modification, but if it's something that I can look into that, I'm not familiar with anything like that happening, but I'll look into that. And I believe there's a felony still pending.
There is a felony, I believe. I think there's a protective order out of the 430th.
Okay.
But I think that has been resolved. So I don't know.
I'll deal with Mr. Oxford, Your Honor, and I can send an updated recommendation on our case.
Oh, I'm okay. Yeah, that's fine, Rebecca. And I was trying to find when the A&P or the modification was attempted, but I pulled up the wrong file. I believe it was in January sometime. I can give you more specifics.
If it was a modification of an emergency protective order, it would have been taken care of or handled with the municipal court.
Oh, you're right. It was handled with the municipal court.
Okay, I don't see Mr. Cantu on here. Where did he go?
He was under an iPhone. He's sporting a beard now.
Well, he's not. Damaso Cantu, if you're present, please announce yourself and turn on your video. Okay, he's not responding. So he hasn't come the end of the docket to come on.
I'll have my office give him a call.
Okay, so you're requesting more time. His felony is set for what date?
I don't see the felony. I know he's been in the 430th, but that was with regard to a protective order. And
When is the felony set for, Mr. Lozano?
April 25th, 2022, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll come back on May 17th at 9:30.
May 17th, but he still does need to come back and announce himself, Judge?
Yes,
Okay, so that was May 17th?
yes.
Let me get him on the phone.
Okay, anything else?
That's all. May I temporarily be excused, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Hendrickson, do you have a quick announcement? I didn't see the raise your hand reaction button, but I saw you on from the beginning. You're on mute.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm just here assisting Mr. Narciso Cantu with my Zoom. Rene Flores is his counsel. We've been waiting for his case to be called.
Oh, then he's next. Okay, CR 20-08-058-I, Narciso Cantu. And Mr. Martinez, you're here on that case?
Yes, Judge. Mauricio Martinez here on behalf of Oscar Rene Flores, Judge. We've got Mr. Cantu's case. We also have a felony that's attached to
Okay,
it.
hold on,
The
Mr.
original
Martinez.
felony fell on the 370th, Judge, and I believe it's in the process of being transferred out, but
Hold on, Mr. Martinez, I didn't hear anything you said. You're frozen. So maybe turn off your video and see if it's better like that.
does that help, Judge? I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, what was your announcement again?
We do represent Mr. Cantu, Judge, on the misdemeanor and on the felony. The felony did fall into the 370th and has since been transferred to another felony court, but obviously we have a felony pending on this matter.
Okay, and so do you have a setting yet or not?
Judge, I believe the next setting is on Thursday for the felony.
Okay.
And it's going to be our very first pretrial setting.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I'll give you some time to see what's going to happen on both of those cases, and it'll be June the 7th at 9:30. If you need something sooner, let us know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else?
I do have a handful more, Judge. I'm just going to go down
Okay. Mr.
the
Cantu
line,
is
if that's okay with you.
excused. We'll see him on June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Martinez, it's still breaking up really badly.
Judge, I'm going to log off. I'm actually going to go to your court in person and I'll use the public access if that's okay with you.
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Barreto, what do you have?
Good morning, Judge. I have a lot of cases. The same
Okay.
defendant, though. It's number 1 through 3 and number 81 through 85.
Okay, hold on.
And if you'd like, I can say the case numbers, Judge.
No, I got it. So on the 1 through 3, are you going to be substituting in for Ms. Bettis?
Judge, I believe at the prior hearings, you had granted that, and I believe I did file a motion to substitute as well.
Okay, perhaps, I don't know, Ms. Rivera, do you see that a motion for substitution of counsel was filed on those?
1 second here.
Okay.
On the arraignments, Your Honor, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Okay.
So on those cases for 1 through 3, do you need to file a motion for substitution of counsel? and also a notice of appearance. Is Mr. Ramirez present?
Yes, he is present. Let
Yes,
me-
ma'am, I am. I'm right
Okay.
here.
All right, I need you to raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Lower your hand. CR 21-12699-I, CR 21-12700-I, CR 21-14292-I. Is your true and correct name Sammy Isai Ramirez?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're being charged with 2 counts of violation of bond or protective order, a Class A misdemeanor, and 1 of interference with emergency for assistance. And that's a Class A misdemeanor as well. A Class A misdemeanor carries a potential penalty of up to 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction for each offense of which you are charged. Do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive, sir, for each offense that you are charged?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No, Your Honor.
Counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
I do, Judge.
The court will find that Mr. Ramirez, is competent and able to assist his attorney in his own defense and enters a plea of not guilty on his behalf on each of these counts. All right, so he has a felony at intake still?
Yes, Judge. And I would like for that to fall so that I can do a package deal on all these cases since there's so many, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you still showing that that's at intake?
Yes, Your Honor, it's a burglary of habitation, felony 2.
Okay, let's go ahead and come back on June 7th at 9:30 on all the cases and see if he's been indicted.
Thank you, Judge. That's all we have. May we
Okay.
both be excused?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Have a great
Thank you,
day.
Your Honor.
Thank you, you too. Mr. Osuna, what do you have?
Morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 8 and number 9. State of Texas versus Jose Alonso. Those are CR 20-01572I and CR 20-06372I. Mr. Alonso is present, Your Honor. He's wearing a white shirt. Mr. Alonso, can you announce yourself, please?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. We submitted a Veterans Court application on November 10th, 2021. I followed up this week, and I believe the state had maybe overlooked the fact that Mr. Alonso had paid some JP tickets, which were a concern for the state. So I suspect they're going to start giving the application serious review from this point forward. So we're asking for a status setting.
Okay, Mr. Lozano?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. The veteran court application is under review.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead. I don't know how long those are taking, but if they're taking as long as the PTD packets, then it'll be June the 7th at 9:30.
June 7th. Yes, Your Honor. And we'll bring them in sooner, Your Honor, if something moves.
Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. We have number 12 on the court's docket. That's CR 18-07135I, State of Texas versus Mirtala Arnold. Miss Arnold is on under her own name, Your Honor. She's wearing a black shirt. Señora, ¿se puede anunciar, por favor?
Buenos días.
Okay, Mr. Alonso, you are excused. We'll see you on June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the announcement on Miss Arnold?
Your Honor, I purchased the transcript. I got it a little over a week ago. It's not too big, but it's going to take me a little while to review. I'm humbly asking for the opportunity to be able to review it and fashion a motion to reconsider County Court 4's denial of our motion to suppress. I'd humbly ask for 60 days if possible, Your Honor, just to make sure that I can give Ms. Mirtala good work.
Okay, the only thing is that if it's a reconsideration of that motion to suppress out of that court, this case would have to be transferred back to County Court 4. So we'll go ahead and do that for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Ms. Rivera, if you can make a note of that it'll be transferred back to that court so that he can consider the motion to reconsider. Okay. So we'll have, the next setting will come out of that court, Mr. Osuna.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Castaneda, please let Ms. Arnold know that she's going to be transferred back to the previous court. And as soon as they give her attorney a date, they will let her know.
Señora Arnold, su caso va a ser transferido para la corte anterior y nada más que tengan una fecha en esa corte, su abogado se lo va a notificar a usted.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, let her know that for her to go ahead and log off.
Ya se puede retirar, señora Arnold.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. We also have number 23 on the court's docket. That one is CR 21-02586I. That's State of Texas versus Reynaldo Carvajal. Mr. Carvajal is present. Mr. Carvajal, can you turn on your camera and announce yourself, please?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Carvajal has a felony that has not been indicted. We're humbly asking for some time, whether it's the May setting, June setting, whatever's convenient to the court.
Okay. And that'll be the June 7th at 9:30.
June 7th. Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, I got a question. What type of felony is it? Like,
Yeah, that's a discussion for you and I to have in private. You can call me this afternoon.
all right, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And I'm sorry, Your Honor, I overlooked the fact that Mr. Carvajal has number 24 and 25. Those are CR 21-02585I and CR 21-02584I. And same announcement, Your Honor.
Okay, then we'll have those also come. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and have those on June 7th at 9:30.
Sure. Yes, Your Honor. All right, we also have number 66, that's CR 20-07321I, State of Texas versus Victor Lopez. Mr. Lopez is on under his own name. Mr. Lopez, can you announce yourself, please?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay.
Mr. Lopez has a felony. The arraignment is set for March 30th. We don't anticipate resolving the felony case March 30th, so we would humbly asking for a longer period than that, the May setting, June setting, whatever's convenient to the court.
Okay, June 7th at 9:30.
June 7th, yes, sure. And then we also have 69 and 70, both styles, State of Texas versus Christopher Marquez. Those are CR 20-08657I, CR 20-08658I. Mr. Lozano extended a deferred and dismissed rec on these cases. Mr. Marquez wants to take that deal. He's scheduled to come by my office to sign the paperwork tomorrow at 1 p.m. If it's not too full, Your Honor, we would humbly ask for the Thursday afternoon setting this week, if possible, so we can plea him out.
Okay, that's fine. We can go ahead and do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
So then that'll be on the 31st.
Yes.
It's gonna be, I think we have, I mean, we are stacked, but I'll go ahead and take them.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And that'll be at 3:31 at 1:30, and that's in person.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then we also have number 98, Your Honor. That one is CR 20-09086I, State of Texas versus Gustavo, Adolfo Trevino. Mr. Trevino is on under his own name. He's wearing a red shirt. Mr. Trevino, can you announce yourself, please?
That's me, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is an ADR deal. Mr. Trevino has finished his class. I know Mr. Lozano wants to get victim testimony. I'm not sure if the victim if he's prepared to elicit that testimony. The final issue, which isn't terribly complicated, but it is a little bit complicated, is that they want Mr. Trevino to forfeit his weapon. He is not in possession of that weapon, nor does he own any legal right to that weapon. We've floated the idea of maybe having either Mr. Trevino or the owner of the weapon file an affidavit or execute an affidavit. I did notice leading up to this hearing, Your Honor, that I had began those discussions weeks ago, and that conversation became stale. So I do need to follow up with Mr. Lozano. I've been having that conversation with Mr. Sosa. So we would just humbly ask for some time, Your Honor, so we can finish up this ADR.
Okay, Mr. Lozano.
Your Honor, I've been in communication with the victim in this case. She doesn't have an email address. She doesn't have a computer. So I need to stats this case with my supervisor to see if there's another solution to the victim testimony issue. As far as the weapon, I'll go ahead and follow up with my supervisor and try to get this case disposed of.
Okay, how much time do you need then?
2 weeks, Your Honor.
Okay, the earliest I have is May 17th at 9:30.
That works, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Our final case is number 92. That one is CR 20-07625I, State of Texas versus Armando Sauceda. Mr. Sauceda is a PTD in progress, Your Honor. I have him scheduled to come in on Friday for urinalysis. The trouble is he's not on. His voicemail is unserviceable. He's not answering my calls. So we are anticipating a nice eye.
What, I'm sorry, what number is that?
That one is 92, Your Honor.
I'm present.
What are you wearing, Mr. Sauceda?
Michigan shirt.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. So he's under iPhone.
Okay, I see him.
Yes, Your Honor. I have Mr. Sauceda scheduled for a urinalysis this Friday. We had attempted to do a remote one, but it's not working out. So we would humbly ask, if possible, Your Honor, for the May setting, so we can try to get the application in as quickly as possible.
Okay, May 17th at 9:30.
May 17th. I have no further
You
business,
aim
Your Honor.
for this Friday, correct?
Yes, and I already pre-programmed an email to you for 8 in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Your Honor, may me and my clients be excused, please?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Martinez, I see that you made it there. Okay. What is
Sorry, Judge.
that's okay. What cases?
I've got a handful, Judge. I'm just gonna go down my list. The very first one, Judge, was Julian Belmares Trevino, number 99 on your docket.
Okay, CR 20-07-374-I, Julian Belmares Trevino. Can you please announce yourself?
I don't see him on the screen, Judge. Mr. Belmares does have a felony pending that just got indicted, and it looks like the arraignment set is 6/6 of 22, Judge, so also in June.
Okay, so then we'll have him come. He has until the end of the docket to show up, and then his setting will be June 14th at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your next one?
Judge, the next one that I'm looking at is Mr. Aldaid Quiros. This is number 80 on your docket, Judge. He's raising his hand, Judge, on my screen.
Okay, I see him. Let me get that. All right, CR 21-05899-I, Aldair, ALDAIR, Alvarado Quiros, QUIROZ.
Judge, Mr. Quiros is here on a status. Last time we were in court was an in-person setting, Judge, where there was an admonishment for bond violations having to do with alcohol positives on his device. The court required that he make a $550 payment to Our Lady of Guadalupe, and my understanding, he has failed to do so.
Okay, and Mr. Quiros, why is that?
I did do a $500 payment, ma'am.
That's a surprise to me, Judge. I know we have been trying to reach out to him yesterday to verify whether that went through or not. The last note that we did make contact with him was last week, saying that he was in the process of trying to do it. So I guess he completed it at the end of last week. And then yesterday, he didn't receive our calls, but I guess he followed through with the admonishment.
Okay, Mr. Farias, can you give me a report on his device, please?
Based on the device, he's in compliance, and based on the donation, we don't have any records that he did that donation, Judge.
Okay, did they give you a receipt or anything, Mr. Quiros?
Yes, on Saturday, I emailed Mr. Mauricio a picture of the receipt that they gave me. They didn't have anything else but that. The female was able to stamp it in the back, and she said to just give them a call. The receipt number should be a reference to them, so they'd be able to find the donation.
Mr. Quiros, can you re-forward that email? Because I'm checking my email right now and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, no problem.
Judge,
Okay,
other than that, and even though we've had a couple of hiccups during his bond, he is PTD eligible, and we've discussed what we need from him to get it all put together to apply.
okay. Get that together and get it under review because they are taking a while and he can come back on June the 7th at 9:30 unless I need to see him sooner.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Quiros, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Okay, your next case?
The next one is Ms. Dina Lee Peña, Judge. She is number 77 on your docket, Judge.
CR 20-03359-I, Dina Lee Peña. Ms. Peña, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, for Ms. Peña, we submitted a PTD application on March the 9th to both Mr. Daniel Gonzalez and Ms. Liz Banda at the DA's office. So I'm just waiting for a consideration and an answer.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you show anything on your end?
Your Honor, it's still under review.
Okay. Mr. Farias, what is a report on her device, please?
Based on the machine, she's in compliance, Judge.
Okay. We'll go ahead and set her for June the 7th at 9:30. And we'll see, if you need an earlier setting, let us know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The next one I've got, Judge, is Mr. Bernardino Abel Alvarado. He is number 10 on your docket, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Peña, you are excused. We'll see you on June 7th.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Likewise. CR 19-01844-I, Bernardino Abel Alvarado. Mr. Alvarado, are you present?
Judge, we sent an email out with the Zoom info. Mr. Alvarado lives in Wisconsin at the current moment, at the current time, Judge. And so we've spoken to him. This was an ADR the state agreed to. Mr. Sosa and I got together. We sent out everything he needed to do to take his classes online, but it looks like his phone number is disconnected now, and we have not had contact with him since February.
Okay, but he was aware of today's setting.
We sent it via email. I don't know if he has access to that phone or that email at the
No,
moment.
but I think this is his second appearance with me, isn't it?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so that means he had received the setting in court.
That's my understanding as well, Judge.
Yeah. Okay, so he has until the end of the docket. Doesn't show up, then we'll take a nice sign. But well, you'll have to get a hold of him to see what it is that he wants to do. But I'll go ahead and give you till that June 7th setting at 9:30. Okay.
And Judge, I believe that's, oh no, I've got one more, Mr. Israel Medina Picasso, Judge. He's a Spanish speaker. He's on the phone. He's on the screen, Judge, marked as Galaxy A32 5G.
Okay, do you know what number?
79, I apologize, Judge.
CR 210630-I, Israel, Israel Medina Picasso, Picazo. Ms. Castañeda, please ask him to please announce himself.
Israel Medina Picasso, por favor, se anuncia.
Presente.
Present.
Judge,
Okay.
Mr. Picasso is a PTD candidate. The problem is that he's a legal permanent resident, Judge. My understanding is that any kind of plea on the record to any kind of alcohol-related offense would essentially make him removable. We are putting together an ADR packet the exact same way we would with a PTD packet. I just need a copy of his insurance, and my staff spoke to him about that yesterday.
And does he have insurance?
He does, Judge. That was the only thing that he just hasn't brought a copy of. We got everything else put together, ready to be sent out.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, let him know that he has to take that copy of his insurance to his attorney's office as soon as possible.
Señor Picasso, tiene que llevar la copia de su aseguro a la oficina de su abogado lo más pronto posible.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then I guess, well, we'll go ahead and do that June 7th because if it's an ADR packet, it's the same thing for the review. So it's
Yes.
June 7th at 9:30.
I understand.
Okay, let him know, please.
Señor Picasso, su próxima corte es el día 7 de junio a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, let him know he's excused.
Ya se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you.
And Judge, that's all I've got this morning. I do have one of the afternoon settings. I believe that one will be in person, Judge?
No, the Tuesdays in the afternoon are still via Zoom.
Okay, that's even better. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Mr. Alvarez, Attorney Juan Alvarez. Okay, Mr. Hernandez, Attorney Jaime Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Jaime Hernandez here on number 78.
Okay, CR 21-02-075-I, Ivy Y Geraldine Peña. Miss Peña, are you present?
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, what's the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we were offered ADR. My client is accepting that ADR offer. We've already done the UA, and I believe the only thing we are pending is the, I want to say it's a drug class, Your Honor, and she is set for Thursday to do that. We're just asking for more time, Judge, so she can complete that course.
Okay. So then, it'll be May 17th. That's the earliest I have on my docket.
That works for us, Your Honor.
Okay, at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we both be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alvarez, can you hear me? Okay. Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what case, sir?
Yes, Judge. I have, let's see, Judge. Victor Tejeda, Judge. It's, he's number.
The number's right there, I wrote it.
I don't see it, let's see. 95 and 96 in your document, Judge.
Okay, CR 20-08034-I, CR 20-08035-I, Victor Hugo Hugo Tejeda, Tejeda. Mr. Tejeda, are you present? Need discovery.
Yes, Your Honor. He's there, I think, waving it on the.
Yes,
note.
I see him waving. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we're still needing discovery on these cases, Judge, and we can get discovery that way we can work the case.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you showing that the motion's been on file?
Yes, Your Honor, the motion is on file. We'll go ahead and send it after docket.
Okay, I'll give you some time to review that discovery and see what you want to do, and you'll return on June the 7th at 9:30.
June 17th at 9:30?
No, June 7th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. June 7th it is.
Okay, Mr. Tejeda, did you get that date?
Yes, ma'am, I got the date.
No.
Okay, so June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
May I be excused?
yes. Mr. Garcia?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. What number?
Number 67, Your Honor, CR-20-02988.
Okay, Neri, N-E-R-Y Garza Macias.
That is correct. Your Honor, as the court may recall, at a prior status conference hearing, I was requesting a trial date. Mr. Macias has pending felonies, in which court I'm not sure. But what happened at that last date, instead of giving a trial date and setting, Attorney Oscar Vega was also at the hearing, and he reported that he's representing Mr. Macias on the felony matters and that Mr. Macias had retained him for the misdemeanor matters. I then called Mr. Vega to confirm that he would be taking over and if he needed anything from me, and he confirmed that he would be filing a motion, notice of appearance to substitute counsel. It hasn't happened yet, so I keep getting called on these settings. So I think what I'm going to do is just file a motion to withdraw, Your Honor. Yeah, maybe you should just set it again, and hopefully I can reach out to Mr. Vega that he can file a notice so that he can start getting notice of the hearings, Judge.
Yes, because, well, Mr. Macias isn't present and he has been notified of the setting, so,
Did
but
call
yes.
him. did call him, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to let you know we did call him, but he's not answering at this time.
Okay, so go ahead and just file your motion to withdraw, Mr. Garcia, and then we'll see if Mr. Vega files anything, but we'll go ahead and give it till June the 7th
Okay,
at 9:30, so that you can include that setting in your motion to withdraw.
very well. That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. Okay, Ms. Gutierrez, Lily Gutierrez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 48 on the docket.
Okay, give me one moment.
Mr. Garcia should be on, but I'm not sure where.
Okay, that's CR 21-10807-I, Rodolfo Palomo Garcia. Rodolfo Palomo Garcia, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor. I think it's Adrian Garcia. He's on mute. Mr. Garcia, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay, that's fine. What is
Right here. Yes, I'm here,
Okay.
Your Honor.
What is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I need a little bit more time on this case. We had been waiting on the recordings of the officers. We did receive that. However, it's several recordings, but it seems, unless I'm doing something wrong, it's all recordings from the patrol unit, which don't depict the actual incident of resisting arrest. So I'm curious if whether there are any body cams or if maybe there are body cam videos that are included in what I have. I just have not been able to access it. Or Mr. Lozano, I'll get with Mr. Lozano at some point today, hopefully, or email with him so that I can get some clarification on that.
Mr. Lozano, are you showing that there's any digital evidence of the body cams?
Your Honor, it just showed that we have one DVD with us. I can go ahead and reach out to the police department and figure out if they have any other videos or any other digital evidence. But
Okay,
they only submitted one DVD to our office.
all right, please do so.
Thank you.
And he'll come back for a status on June the 7th at 9:30, and that'll be enough time for you to get that information.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing further before this honorable court. May Mr. Garcia and I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Ramirez, Attorney Dennis Ramirez.
Your Honor, good morning. Dennis Ramirez, number 3233.
Okay, CR 20-09644-I, CR 20-00562-I, Adrian Cesar Echevarria, Echevarria. Mr. Echevarria, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead. What is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, there are some pending federal issues, and at this time I'm requesting a continuance. If we can get another status, I believe if the court's so inclined to graciously give me that June, that should give us enough time.
Okay, June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing further before this honorable court. May my client and I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Dietz, Attorney Desiree Dietz.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 31 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Jesse Diaz.
Okay, good morning. That's CR 21-08347-I. Jesse Diaz Jr., are you present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm right here.
Okay, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, there is a felony pending at intake. It's out of the same transaction. So if possible, we'd like to work these cases out together. If we could have a reset on this one, Judge.
Okay, June 14th. No, I'm sorry, June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, Jose Gonzalez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. What number?
102, please.
Finally.
Who said that?
For
Hold
the record,
on.
Judge, that was not me.
Said your client said that?
No, Judge, he did not. It was a gentleman with a ceiling fan above his head.
Okay, and Sergio Villarreal. Where are you,
He's-
Sergio Villarreal?
He's under Myra Villarreal, Judge.
Okay. All right, that's CR 20-02-140-I, Sergio Villarreal. All right, what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this is a PTD application that we've submitted. I think everything's done. I want to say we might just be missing a $500 payment to the county. Is that correct, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that is correct, Mr. Defense Attorney.
Your Honor, I'm respectfully requesting just time to go pay the $500. My client has it. And if we could just come back and I guess once the DA has receipt of that payment, maybe we could place Mr. Villarreal on the PTD program.
Okay, so it'll be under review. What we'll do is we'll set him for a status on June the 7th at 9:30. If by some chance you receive word that it's been approved, let us know. We'll set you on the placement docket. But other than that, it's probably won't be done by June the 7th, but he can check in on June 7th at 9:30.
We'll be present it'll be via Zoom, I guess, right, Judge?
Well, at this time, yes, but we do have a Board of Judges meeting on April the 12th. And I do know that there's at least one court that has now, two courts that have now resumed fully in person. So I'm not sure what, but at this time it will be Zoom. So we'll see.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Judge. We'll be present either way.
Okay.
May we be excused, Judge?
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Be safe. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Palacios, what do you have, sir?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 27 and 28 on your criminal docket.
Okay. And let me see. That's CR 1410181-I, CR 1410182-I, State of Texas versus Nadia, NARIA Coronado. And I do see that Ms. Coronado is present. And what is the announcement?
Good morning, Judge. Sonny Palacios, Ms. Coronado. Judge, in this case, we did get a hold of Mr. Rodriguez regarding this matter. We reminded him of the conversation we had prior to COVID. He's supposed to get back with me. I'm hoping within the week, Judge, but we did speak with him regarding this matter.
Okay, and what was that? What was it for reconsideration of the PTD or what?
Yeah, yes, Judge. There was a conversation we had prior to COVID. Me, him, and Mr. Johnny Villegas on the PTD. She was approved for PTD. We were trying to get it to an ADR. It was approved, but it never made it down to County Court 4. Then the case got transferred to County Court 9. In COVID, everything got lost in the transfer. So I reminded Mr. Rodriguez regarding the conversation. So hopefully things should stream down now.
Okay. Well, we need to try to get some resolution to it because it's already a 2014 case. So
that's great.
Well, it'll be June the 7th at 9:30. And if for some reason they've already approved it before then and she needs to be on a placement, let us know.
We'll do so, Judge. And I do have another matter, number 35 to 38 on your criminal docket.
Okay, Ms. Coronado, we'll see you on June 7th at 9:30.
Thank you. Thank you, Honor.
Okay. CR 20-06-560-I, CR 20-00317-I, State of Texas versus Isaac, ISSAC, Xavier, XAVIER, Escobar. And what is the announcement?
Good morning, Judge Sonny Palacios, Mr. Escobar. He's present on screen. So in this case, there are some cases.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, sir.
We did
Go
get
ahead.
Rex. However, there are some USBs that were submitted yesterday. One of them is for a total, I think there's a total of 11 DVDs that need to be copied over, but we did submit the USBs over yesterday. Judge, we can have that same date that we expect this thing to close up pretty soon.
Okay, Mr. Lozano,
Yes, Your Honor.
any additional announcement? Did you see the USB so that you guys can get those DVDs copied?
Yes, Your Honor, that's currently pending.
Okay, so it'll be June the 7th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That does conclude my business. Judge might be excused.
Yes, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Oxford, any luck? Okay, let's go over the docket. Let me see. I have number 5, 6, and 7. Mr. Damian has no shows. Number 10. The same defendant for 16 through 18.
Very briefly, Judge, I was away from my computer, but no, I didn't have any luck.
Okay, well, you have a reset date already, so.
I do. Is the court going to
Okay.
be issuing a nice so I can tell him to?
Yes, we will
Okay.
be.
Very well, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, number 59, same defendant for 59 and 60. Same defendant for 67 and 68. $99. And that's it. Did I miss any, Mr. Damon?
That's all I had as well, Judge.
Okay, go ahead, call those names out, please.
Yes, ma'am. Christian Ignacio Galvan, Christian Galvan, Christian Galvan. Bernardino Abel Alvarado, Bernardino Alvarado, Bernardino Alvarado. Damaso Antonio Cantú, Damaso Cantú, Damaso Cantú.
Was that all of them?
No, not yet, Judge. Sorry, I was going through the docket. Jorge Antonio Enriquez, Jorge Enriquez, Jorge Enriquez. Neri Garza Macías, Neri Macías, Neri Macías. Julián Belmares Trevino, Julián Trevino, Julián Trevino. Judge, I also had number 54. I don't know if that one was going through or not.
Yes.
Jose Luis Gonzalez, Jose Gonzalez, Jose Gonzalez. That's all of them.
Okay, what does the state say of these no-show defendants?
Your Honor, state requests that a judgment nicely be granted, a KPS issued, and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be so granted. Let me stop the live stream.